and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So we are here today with a magazine make. This is Simply Cards and Papercraft. Literally just dropped through the door. Not sure when it'll go up on my channel, but it has just dropped. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. And it is issue number 251. So let's get rid of the rubbish. Let's move these bits out of the way and let's have a quick scan at the magazine. So as usual, we always have a little bit from our editor and other bits. Now this magazine is available on Craft Stash. So this is the brand new one out. So today is the 14th of November. I think it's in a couple of days time, or it might even be out now in shops. But you can get this off Craft Stash. Link is in the description box below. It is an affiliated link, which means that it doesn't cost you anything extra at all. But I do earn a small commission every time that link is used and you purchase something, and it just helps me bring videos like this to you guys. So we've got our index with everything in. As usual, I'm just going to grab a few pages just to show you some of the lovely bits and pieces that are in the magazine so that you can see. So I'm just going to grab a few at a time. At the minute, if you subscribe to Simply Cards and Papercraft, you do get their nesting bundle, which is worth $67.96, which is a fantastic deal if you guys want to do it. So just go to practicalsubs.com and 8935. So yeah, you can just pause the video. You can, I've just discovered, zoom in on the videos by using your two fingers on your phone. You can actually zoom in on the video, which I didn't realise. I found that out the other day. So yeah, like I said, just going to grab a few pages because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who is going to buy the magazine, or yeah, who hasn't read it yet. So it's always nice just to give you a sneak peek of what's in it. And by the looks of it, there is a lot of beautiful, oh gorgeous is that stuff. So the next Simply Cards and Papercraft is available on December the 14th, and we're getting a card making kit. Oh, how exciting. So it's a step into spring crafting with ease. And it is a country village cascading a card kit. So it looks like you get an embossing folder and then you get lots of stuff to make some cards. So that's quite fun. So it just shows you a little picture there. So that is in next month's issue because I know you guys like that. Now here in the UK, this magazine does cost $9.99. Now on to the gifts. Oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. So we have got these snowflake stamps and dies. So we've got the coordinating dies, which is really nice, and these are from Pink Fresh Studios. So they're made in the US. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. And then even beautifuler, is that a word? Even if it isn't, never mind. We have this other one. So this is called Snowflake Sparkle. Let me take it out of its packet because the overhead lights, well, my studio lights are reflecting off it, which yeah, can be a bit distracting, but here they are still reflecting, but not as bad. So we've got this giant snowflake just there, which is fab. Sorry, just checking. Yeah, somebody walked past my door. Anyway, so we've got this beautiful snowflake. We've got this corner snowflake, we've got this border of snowflakes, we've got a little cluster of snowflakes, and then some beautiful sentiments as well. So we've got wrapped in the warmth of Christmas. Each snowflake is unique, just like you. Let it snow, snow is falling, and snowflake wishes. Absolutely beautiful. I love this flourish as well. I think this flourish is just gorgeous too. So yeah, really nice, loving it. So I have got, when I saw it, I instantly got my clear embossing powder out because I think I want to do a bit of watercolouring, but do it so that it's like a resist type thing. I think, I don't know how it's going to turn out because I've never done this before, but we're going to have a look. And I'm going to bring in my watercolours. So I'm really into my watercolours at the minute. But I'm going to use these ones. These are more like a graphite watercolour. So it's like a pencil but in a watercolour style. And I'm loving the slate green and the ocean blue. So I think I'm going to use those two. I've had a play with them today and I'm loving them paints at the minute. I am going to grab out my embossing paper pad. Oh my goodness, Dawn. Not embossing paper pad, what do you call it? Ink pad. That's if we can find it. I know I have my old one, but I'm not sure how well it works. Anyway, let's... Oh, yeah, it's still very juicy, so yeah, that works fine. Right, I need my anti-static powder, which, let's not forget about that. And I am going to grab my big trimmer. And what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this down, because this is quite a large sheet of paper. I'm going to cut it down to 4.5, because I just want to make it bigger so we can cut it down. Yeah, probably to about there. I don't know what that measurement is. Let's have a look. By about 7. So it's 4.5 by about 7. And then I'm just going to cut this in half. Actually, cut this at 4.25, I think. No, 4.5 again. And hopefully, yeah, okay. So I have just cut my cardstock a bit bigger than what is needed, because like I said, I would like to cut it down so it all looks even. We do need, and I am looking for it. Where are you? I need my stamping platform for this. Oh, it's right behind me, Dawn. Right behind me. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple of different ones. It's all going to be done with the same techniques. I'm just going to pop my paper in here. And we're just going to get the anti-static powder tool. Okay. Just blow that off. Right. So there's that one. Okay. And then I want to use a different bunch of these. So for this one, I want to use this border one. And I'm going to have it across the centre on a diagonal. I'm going to stamp it a couple of times. Okay, so I am using my, I do have another one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So we're just going to pop this down. And the idea is that the clear embossing powder should hopefully, yeah, stop the watercolour from resting on the top and can buff it off. Right, so there's that one, and then I have to be careful. I should have wiped that off. So wherever you fall, that's where you're going. Okay, so then let's stamp this one. I'm just going to do 3 lines across with the snowflakes. Okay, I'm just double checking. Do it a 3rd time just to be on the safe side. Okay, and then I've done it again. So there we go. And then we're just going to do that. So this is our first card. Okay. So let's do it one more time just for good measure. Okay. So then now that I've done that, I'm going to come in with my clear embossing powder. Get my little tray out. And we are just going to pop our embossing powder on. Okay, just like that. Okay. And then I'm just turning it around and then do this side. So that's our first one. Now I'm not going to do my heat thing on it yet, my heat tool on it yet. I'm just going to leave it to one side and I'll do them all together. So now that that one's done, the next one that I would like to do, let's move this out of the way. So I'm going to pop this on there. I do need to clean my stamp. I must remember to clean my stamps when this is finished. I'm going to use this flourish one in the corner because I think it'd be nice, but I want 2 corners. Okay, so let's, I'll put this in the centre. So let's put all of them in the centre actually. There we go. So the first one is going to go about there. And I'm just going to use my anti-static powder. Move that there, and then just make sure that'll fit somewhere on there. Yeah. Right, okay. So we're going to stamp this one first, and yeah, we're just going to go for it. And this one, actually, I'm wondering whether to have this one cut down perfectly. Yeah, let's have this cut down perfectly, because I'm thinking it might not go to plan otherwise, because we are using the corner pieces. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 3/4 by 4. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm just going to go over with my powder again, and then pop that in the middle, and one on each corner that's not getting the corner piece. Yeah, that makes much more sense to do it that way. Okay, so let's get that stamped. So just putting my embossing pad on the top, and then do it again. We're just going to push that down like so. Make sure that's taken, which it has, and then we're just going to do this side as well. There we go. Not very straight, but there you go. I should have wiped it. Okay, and then we're just going to put that one down. I don't know if you can hear that, but the lady is in the studio and she's snoring away. She's all curled up in a bed right next to me, which is so cute. Okay, so there's that one done. So I'm going to take that and do exactly the same as what we've just done with the first one, and put our embossing powder over the top. And again, I'm going to heat them all together. Okay, so there's that one, and then blow that embossing powder out the way because we've just got it everywhere. And then the next one, I wonder whether to use that big one and do a few stamps of that on it. Yeah, and keep the little stamps for another time. Right, so I'm going to pop that in the middle like that. I'm going to come in with my anti-static powder bag. Okay, and then we're going to just do this. Okay, like that. Yeah, I need a little bit more on that. So if you shine it into the light, you can see exactly where that powder has gone. Nice. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave my stamp on, and I'm just going to work out, just move my paper around rather than the other way around, because I do think that, yeah, that will be very helpful. So there's that corner. I need to stamp it again. Right, so there's that, and then I want to see about that bit going, actually, yeah, that can go there, because I don't want it all symmetrical. I do want it sort of different, like slightly different. I think this is the last one I'm going to do though. Right, let's just pop that on there, and then I want this one in there. Yeah, I think that'll work quite nicely. Remember, these ones are getting cut down, so right, okay, so again, let's pop that embossing powder on the top. Okay, and then this corner. Yeah, oh, I'm liking that. Right, okay, so that lid can go on because we no longer need that. Right, I'm going to heat these up off camera because you're not going to be able to see it anyway, and I think it's just wasting you know, time and making the video longer than it actually needs to be. So I will heat emboss them and then I'll be back. Right, we're back and these are done, so you can just see them with the glow of the light. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's move these out of the way because we don't need them. I am going to use one of like their sentiments, but for now we're going to do some watercoloring. So I'm going to soak these like so. Okay, so just like this. And then to get it to stay flat, I'm going to soak the back as well. Okay, so there we go. And then that will stay flat for me, or as flat as it's going to. And then I'm going to grab this, the ocean blue, and I'm just going to add my colour on, like so. And you can sort of see the it coming through, so I'm wanting quite a bit on around the snowflakes. Okay, oh, how gorgeous is that? Now where's my water? I did have a little pump of water, but yeah, I think I may have used it because we need to spray it. So let me just grab some water. Okay, make sure I don't get lady. Right, and then I'm just going to spray when it decides to work. There we go. No, I can feel it. Come on. Oh, don't tell me I've got the only one that doesn't work. I have as well, haven't I? Oh, there we go. I knew you'd work eventually. Right, so I want a bit more pigment on this, so I'm going to come in again with this blue. And like I say, I'm just dabbing it on like that. And then it come out lighter around the edges. And don't forget, we are going to cut these down as well. So I'm just going to give that another spray. And then we're going to move that off to the side. And then with this one, I'm going to come in with this pork colour, I think. So let's do this one. Now, yeah, I like that. Let's spray the paper first with water, because that would help. I'm going to spray the back of it as well, just so that it stays flat for me. It makes all the difference. And then we're just going to cover, because this one is already cut down to size, so I want to make sure that I get all the colour everywhere like this. And then I'm going to come in and put my darker shades in here on these edge bits. So we want it a lot darker, so that resist technique shows up a lot more. So you can see I'm just adding all that colour in. Okay, and then I'm just going to give it a spritz of water just so that those lines blend, and then we're going to just pop that to the side. Now I am going to rush dry these. By rush dry them, I mean I'm going to use my heat tool. So yeah, right, now this one I'm going to use the dark indigo. So again, let's spritz our paper. But you can use any watercolours. You could even use acrylic paint for this. Just water it down. So there's loads of different things that you can do. Right. So, and then we're going to come in with the indigo and just pop that on. And you can see nothing special is going on here. I'm literally just dumping the colour on like this. And yeah, and I do want it quite dark. I want one of them super dark. So that's what we're going to do, just like this, and keep adding it. Sorry, my phone's going a bit mad. Right, And then just to blend those lines, I'm just going to put some water on like that. Now I'm going to dry them off, and then I'll get my little towel and we'll buffer them. So yeah, should I do it on camera? Try and see it done on camera. Right, so if you don't, please do skip forward, but we're going to dry them now, so you can see them change, hopefully. Right, here we go. I'll do this one with you, and then I'll do the other two off camera. So we're just drying that off. You can leave these naturally to dry, which I would highly recommend, because you do get a much nicer finish. But as I'm doing the video, yeah, we are rushing it, but it doesn't mean to say that you're not going to have a nice, you know, finish. You just get a different finish to what you would if you had, yeah, if you had let it dry naturally. So get these nice, so you can see it's drying lovely, and we've got those gorgeous watermarks. I love when you dry watercolour and you get the watermarks. I just think it really adds to it. So it's going to take another couple of minutes to dry, because remember, we absolutely soaked this piece of paper. We soaked all of them. But yeah, so you need it to be really, really dry. And don't keep your heat tool in one place, because we have got that embossing powder, so we're not wanting to, you know, remelt it. So try not to hover over that area. Okay, and then dry the back. There we have it. There's our first one done. And then what you're going to do, let me just pop that there. So I've got a rag here. Let me dry my surface first before we put it down. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to buffer around where those snowflakes are, just to get any residue off the, what do you call it, of the embossing powder, and just so that they, yeah, they show up just a little bit more. And then we have it. How gorgeous is that? So I'm going to do the other two off camera now. So once I've done that, yeah, well, I'll come back and we'll finish the cards off. Right, okay, so something really cool has happened as I did these. So I went to do what we did on this one. Now these paints have got graphite in them, which is pencil. So I don't know if you can you see the snowflakes? They've gone. So I'm assuming this blue colour has a lot of pencil in it, because as I've rubbed off that paint, it's turned the snowflakes silver. And they look amazing. So what a happy accident. Yeah, I just chose these watercolours because I've been playing with them and I love them. Yeah, but I mean, how cool is that? So I don't know if it's going to happen with this red one, but let's have a look. And it is. Although yes, it is. So like I said, yeah. So if you use normal watercolours, this won't happen. But oh my goodness, am I loving them. If you want to achieve the same you know, the same look, then use silver embossing powder. That would work just as well. But yeah, I'm loving them, absolutely loving them. Right, okay, so I'm going to lay these onto cardstock. So I'm going to cut this one down. I don't want that one, it's too small. Right, so I'm going to cut these down to 3 1/4. I'm going to take a bit off by 5 1/2. So I'm taking a bit off each side just to keep this one level, because we've already done it. And then I'm going to grab this red cardstock, which was in my stash. I'm going to cut that down to 5 3/4 by 4. And then that's just going to sit on there. It's just going to give us that lovely border. I'm going to do the same with the others. So let's see if this one... So if I cut this one down to 4 by 5 3/4, which it is, I'm going to use this one. So again, I want it so that we take a bit off each one. So this needs to be 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So that one's going to go on there because I just think it would be nicer to have them matted. And then this one, I've actually got the same cardstock, so let's do this one as well. So I'm going to put that down. So again, 5 3/4 by 4. I am making A6 cards. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And then this one, I wonder why they didn't go silver, because it's the same paint. So we're going to put that down. I'm just going to do, let's have a look. I feel like I want another 1/4 inch off that side. So let's do that. Yeah. So that one is, again, the same. I think that needs cutting down. Oh no, we've already done it. Right, let me put them back in my scraps. Right. So now they've done those, let's get rid of those little bits. Really, really love them. I'm wondering if I can change them into silver. I mean, they look as though they were going to go. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, just use your silver embossing, or if you like the white, then use your clear, because that's what it was meant to be. But then they've turned out really cool. This is why you need to play with your products, so you know what your products are going to do. So yeah. So if I'd done it just a little bit longer, then they would have turned silver. But how gorgeous is that? I actually think I prefer the silver. And that, like I said, this is just the graphite paints from Derwent. I got them in a scroller box, but I'm sure you can buy these online. If I can find the link, I will leave them. But yeah, I'll leave it in the description box below. So let me grab some card bases out. So we do need 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's get these stuck down. And then the final thing that I want to do is I'm going to come in and stamp our sentiments. So yeah, bit of an experimentation today, and I have to say I'm loving how everything's turned out. Very, very happy accident. I will definitely be doing this a lot more with these paints, because that is so cool. That really is so cool. Yeah, I love them. Right, okay, so there's that one. And then let's do it with this one. And the cardstock is literally out of my stash. It's out of my scraps bag because I'm trying to get through that. But I know that this one is from Tonic Studios, and I think it's called Glacier. Blue Glacier or something. Yeah. Right, putting plenty of glue down because it is quite warped, and that's the thing when you do watercolouring, they do get quite warped. So probably double-sided tape would be your best bet with these. Right, okay, there's that one. Right, and then the final one, which is our red one. Okay, so we're just going to stick that down. So my card bases are just made out of A4 sheets of cardstock, folded in half and then cut in half, and that's what's given me my A6 cards. So the card bases actually measure 5 7/8 by 4 1/8. So if you want a border around them, then that's why you do 5 3/4 by 4, and that will give you your little white border. Okay, so they're all nicely stuck down. So then let's bring back our stamp set, and I think I'm going to have this one. Each snowflake is, I'm hoping it'll fit on there, is unique just like you. So stamping platform because I am going to stamp straight onto this card. So let's do that. I'll just wipe that embossing powder up, and I'm just going to stamp that, put that down on here, and I'm going to use my black ink, Tonic Studios Nouveau ink, so I'm going to use that. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp this, like I said, straight onto the card, and I'm using my stamping platform because if I don't get it right first time, oh, doesn't that look gorgeous? Then we can put a little, oh, nearly dropped my ink pad then. We can do another layer of ink. So there's that one. How gorgeous does that look? Isn't that just a beautiful card? And then we've got this one, which again, I really want to add. Actually, do you know what? Let's have this one as a landscape card. Let me just wipe this up. And then we need to work out where we want it. And I think I'm going to have it just there, like that. Oh, I've got ink all over me now. Okay, so let's stamp that. And let's do it again. Right, there we go. So there's the second card, which again I just think is absolutely stunning. I'm going to finish it off with some glitter Nouveau drops as well. And then this one, actually let's do something a bit different. So I'm going to go in my scraps. I've got this nice grey colour, and let's cut this down. I'm going to use my mini trimmer though for this. I'm going to cut it down to 3 by, I don't know, by 4, yeah, 3 by 4, because that's what's on there. And then I'm going to stamp our sentiment right in the centre. So let's pop that on. Oh, let's turn that over because I've just got ink all over it off my hand. So be careful, don't. And then let's pop them on. And then we're going to stamp this. Okay. And again, just for good measure. Right, let's get the lid back on that because I am making a right mess with it. I've got it all over my hands. Look at the state of that. Right, okay. So now that we've done that, I'm going to take that out. Get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to go around this with my black pen. So with my chisel nib, just to give it a border. Like this, and I'm going very slow because I don't want to ruin it. Right, there we go. And then that's going to go on there like that. I'm wondering if to bring in an ink. Let's have a look. Stormy Sky I think would look gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm going to grab my blue ink in Stormy Sky, and I'm just going to go around the edge of this, just so that it blends more in with what we've done, which, yeah, that looks so much better. Okay, and then just the side. Oh, I like that. Right, okay. So let me pop that back in my drawer along with these. Right, okay, so then I'm going to stick this piece down. And that's just going to go in the centre, like that. And then using my Nouveau drops, these are in the glitter colour, we are just going to pop some Nouveau drops, gem drops, and I'm going to put them all around this sentiment because I do feel like this one needs it. Oh, I love that. Just have them, yeah, just sort of mixed in together. I really like that, just to give a little bit of something. Right, oh, we need some here. Yeah, right, okay, so let me just, so what I do is I just hit it gently on the table and it flattens all of those out. So there's the first one, and then we're going to do the same with this one but not have as many there. I'm just going to have 5 drops on this one. There we go. And again, gently tap it off the table, and that spreads them out so you haven't got that dot. And then this one, I'm just going to have 3 around the sentiment like that. Okay, and then we're just going to again tap that off the table and it flattens them out. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 3 cards. I think this one might be my favorite, the red one. Using a resist technique, it just turns out that the graphite watercolor paint has ended up turning my embossing powder silver, which I just think is fabulous. I am so pleased with that. So a quick reminder that the magazine we have used with the gifts is Simply Cards and Papercraft issue number 251. So I really hope you've enjoyed it here. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, please do stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.